There we are. Welcome to the Ag Bull Media Ag Bull Trading Podcast Week in Review. We got a special guest here, Mr. Jamie Dickerman. Jamie's with the Red River Farm Network, and he's got a great lineup of things we want to talk about. It was a wild week. We won't waste any time. We'll bring him in the show. There he is. I was having a hard time clicking the buttons.
Tommy, great to be here with you. Thanks so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, here at the Nesvik Trading Office, and we're here in the Ag Bull podcast room. You are in the beautiful area of Grand Forks, North Dakota. We'll start off with those storms last week. You had some horrible storms. How are we doing on the cleanup, James?
It was extremely. It's one of those once in a lifetime type situations, Tommy, with that storm that came through. The derecho, they actually officially called it that now. And it spawned a bunch of tornadoes. Actually, we had some fatalities, unfortunately, in the state. So it was very, very serious. It came in late Friday, early Saturday morning, and a lot of damage, a lot of crops damaged. We don't even have a full number on that yet, but the real issue is going to be with the bins and with the storage that was destroyed. We had elevators destroyed in some of the communities, lots of grain bins destroyed too, and so that will not be able to be replicated by the time harvest comes around, obviously. So that's going to be some problems up here when it comes down to it.
Yeah, it just broke my heart. I think we had some pictures loaded up of those storms. I think here's one from last week.
Tornado straight ahead of us now, crossing the road.
Multiple tornadoes touched down Friday night as a derecho ripped through hundreds of miles of North Dakota, with damage stretching from Montana to Minnesota. At least 3 people have been killed as a result of the tornadoes near Enderlin, North Dakota. Wind gusts as high as 106 miles per hour were reported.
Massive tornado.
The National Weather Service will be sending out survey crews to assess the damage over the next few days.
Well, the real movie twister hit North Dakota, Minnesota, and times are tough in ag. The last thing we needed was to get a bunch of bins looking like old pop cans tossed around. A lot of damage out there, Jamie. Hate to see that. So we're definitely losing space or have lost space. Be interested to see what happens with your basis coming in the fall here on those cash markets.
That's exactly it, and that's going to be the real issue, is what's going to happen there, because, like you said, so much damage, and we don't even know the extent of it yet, because we keep getting more information every day about different things that we're finding, and it was just, and we have more chances of storms up here actually now again here this weekend. So
I've heard that. I thought I saw Reed Timmer said he was going back to North Dakota, and everyone's like, "Hey, bro, stay out of here. Stay out of here.
we don't want up here.
We don't want your mystery mobile, your Scooby-Doo tornado mobile." Well, that's pretty crazy. All right, let's talk the optimistic side. I don't know if you've looked, but the stock market's absolutely exploding. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, all real close to all-time highs or at all-time highs. I've lost track because they are just absolutely on fire. I don't know what to say about it, but the world didn't end. If someone had taken money out of their 401k because the tariffs and everything else, oftentimes, I'm just going to say my own opinion. You have your own. People think with President Trump, the world's going to end. And regardless who's president, the world usually doesn't end. Is that correct?
Absolutely, 100% correct. And there's always the sky is falling mentality. And I was funny. I was chatting with a guy actually today, and we were talking about markets and how the market how the headlines have just been. That's always been an issue with the markets, but it seems like now more than ever, the markets are chasing the headlines. And I was talking to the guy and basically saying, I think they're looking at the headlines and not even reading the story, because they don't, there was a lot of talk about this China deal, and then it turns out it's rare earth materials we're talking about. It's a good thing that we're making a deal with China, and it's a good thing that we're melting that iceberg a little bit. But, what does it have to do with ag? We don't know, how, anything right now.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's the problem.
It shouldn't really move the needle, but, again, headlines.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of headlines, we're going to have some breaking news Monday, 11 o'clock Central, breaking news. What do we have coming out Monday, Mr. James?
Oh, we got the big acreage report coming out, man, and that's going to be huge. That is, and that's going to cause some volatility in this market. This report always seems to, this one, seems to always be making a little volatility in this market. So as if we haven't had enough of that, I think next week with the holiday week and everything, short week, whatever, it could be a very interesting week next week.
Yeah, I'm scared. But I will say, if you were worried about the market dropping, Jamie, maybe they've already dropped. Maybe, is it possible we go limit up? Could we go limit up? Could we go limit down? Oh, Lord. We're going to move. It's the end of the month, end of the quarter, big reports. You are right. People are getting seriously in the holiday mode with the 4th being later in the week. So I think we're going to trade a few days. We'll trade the report Monday, a little bit Tuesday. And I think people pack up the station wagon and get the heck out of here if they can, right?
I think that's a great idea, to get away from it all a little bit, because it's been, it's been a lot. There's been a lot in the news cycle here the last, I don't even know, what are we here? 6, 7 months, 8 months. It's been just a lot to keep track of.
Yeah. Jamie, let's go back a little bit. I know who you are, but you're this first time on the Ag Bull Media Ag Bull podcast. And I want to apologize. I was rushed to get this going, but I got to give you a formal welcome, and you need to introduce yourself to the good folks here in the interweb.
Well, as you mentioned, Jamie Dickerman, I'm with the Red River Farm Network. I've been here only about 6 months. I've been working here, but I've been in the ag news and ag broadcasting industry for quite some time. I've been in the radio industry now. This is my 30th year. So I've been in the media world for quite a while, done just about any kind of job you could do in radio and media, and from management to whatever, and news and all that. So, but very happy to be here and doing full-time ag broadcasting. And our tagline is, reporting agriculture's business, and we're talking about the bottom line of farmers' pocketbooks and helping them make decisions, and that's really cool. So I'm glad to be here doing that.
Well, pleasure to have you on. Wait till we tell Mr. Don Wick we don't need him anymore because we found a replacement. Congratulations to our dear friend Randy Cohn, whose last day at the Red River Farm Network will be Monday. If you know him or can get a hold of him, shoot him a text, email, whatever. Randy is just, he's a legend, and he just loves agriculture. And I think equally the people of North Dakota, Minnesota, Canada, South Dakota, I think they love him too, right?
Oh, the salt of the earth guy. And just everybody, when you go somewhere, everybody knows Randy and everybody loves Randy. If you know Randy, you love Randy. And so it's going to be tough coming in here every day, even though I've only been here 6 months working with him. And it's going to be there's going to be a big hole without him in the building, but very glad, very happy for him to enjoy some retirement. He deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, before we wrap up, do you have any news out of DC? Any more news about the farms or money or anything else here out of Washington, or anything good?
Well, the big, beautiful bill is, still on the table, and that they're really trying to get that done. They want to get that to the president by the 4th of July. That's, it's pretty optimistic on their part to do that, but they want that to happen. In fact, the House Speaker Johnson has said, don't make sure your plans are flexible for the 4th of July, guys, because we're going to need you possibly to come in. So they want to try to get this thing done. And there's a lot of good things in there. We've been hearing from a lot of ag groups about that they're very happy about it. Just, in fact, heard from National Cattlemen's Beef Association, talked to some people there yesterday, and they're very, they really want this thing to get done. There's a lot of good tax provisions and things in there that they really like. And they're really pushing for it. A lot of ag groups are behind this. And so I know there's a lot of consternation about what's in this and what's getting cut. And there's a lot of division there. But as far as the ag world goes, and you're talking about, what's in there, a lot of ag people are very excited about the big, beautiful bill, and very hopeful that it will finally get done. So we'll just wait and see. It's, they're going back and forth on it.
Big, beautiful bill. Who comes up with these names? All right. If folks want to get a hold of you, I got a little banner how they can get a hold of the good people at RRFN, Mr. Jamie there. Tell us about the Monday newsletter y'all put together.
Oh, it's great. You can get all of the ag news for the week, all in very concise, bite size, like we like it, just quick hitting stuff. In our FarmNet newsletter, if you go to rrfn.com, you can sign up and you get it for free. It's in your mailbox, and It's there every Monday morning, and everybody reads this thing. I mean, I know you do.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep,
you know,
absolutely.
we get all kinds of great information in there. So, yeah, sign up and get it.
And I imagine, like myself, here's the Agbo Media social medias. You can find us on X, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Heck, we're even on TikTok. I think Mr. Wick and yourself are on most of those. I don't know if he's quite a TikToker yet, but we'll get him up to speed. But definitely click on the good folks over there. Okay, with that, this is Agbo Media. A little week in review for 6/27/2025. New guest, Jamie Dickerman. He's with the Red River Farm Network. And folks, just if I can give you any advice, call the fuel guy. Crude oil prices have come down a lot. Right now, the world seems stable, but maybe it won't be in a little bit. Make sure you get those fuel needs bought in. And hopefully we come back next week with some really good news. Correct, my friend?
Oh, let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope it does.
Happy Friday. Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.